Welcome to my first comic book haul episode. It's Wednesday. Everybody knows comic books come out on Wednesdays. So I'm just going to be recapping what I purchased today, kind of talking a little bit about the series, and giving, my recommendations on what to pick up, what not to pick up. Let's get right into it with my first pick, Justice League versus Suicide Squad number 6. So this is the last issue of this series. The first time these two teams have kind of come together, kind of working for the same cause. It kind of started out with them kind of fighting each other. Then they come together for a common enemy. It's pretty cool. I mean, they're trying to put Suicide Squad obviously into the limelight of the DC universe with the success of Harley Quinn and the success of the movie and all that kind of stuff. So it's cool to see these two teams come together with, kind of the anti-heroes and then the actual heroes of the DC universe. Looking forward to reading this one. We'll let you guys know how it is. Next up, we have The Dregs number 1 by Black Mask Studios. So Black Mask Studios is a brand new publication. I spoke about them before. I believe that they launched in 2016, and they have a very highly successful book called Four Kids Walk Into a Bank, which I had put into my top 10 list before. So The Dregs it's kind of like a homeless crime noir, which is the first time that this has been done. So it's kind of like a homeless dude that starts investigating a crime that's been happening in his neighborhood. So this is the first issue of that. I don't think they printed much, so it's going to be a little bit hard to find, but check it out if you can. Next, we have Daredevil number 16 by Charles Soule, and the art is by Suzuka. I don't really know who that is. The cover is done by Dan Panosian, a fellow Armenian. So that's pretty cool. The whole Charles Soule Daredevil one I've loved. I think it's really good. The covers have been beautiful. The art has been beautiful. And the writing's been great. So if you're a fan of Daredevil, a couple of the trades are out. So pick it up. Next up, we have Action Comics number 972. 28 away from number 1000. That should be exciting. Dan Jurgens, obviously, great writer. Pick it up. Action Comics. So Batman Detective Comics. This is Batwoman Begins. So this is kind of the interlude to Batwoman getting her own series, which I think is very cool. She's an incredible character. This is the start of that. So it's Batman number 949. Next up, we have Briggs Land. Briggs Land, I've spoken about this before. Briggs Land is kind of commentary on society we have these days, and especially the United States. And this has also been picked up for a television series by AMC. So this is on issue number 6 right now, start of a brand new arc. So pick this up. This is very cool. Briggs Land by Dark Horse Comics. Next up, we have Reborn by Mark Millar and Greg Capullo. This falls under the Miller World kind of imprint from Image. Greg Capullo, I don't know enough to say about that guy. He's again, one of the best artists in the industry today. Mark Millar, one of the best writers in the industry today. Reborn issue 4 came out today. Pick this up. We also have Punisher by Cloonan and Braga. So this is the first issue that Steve Dillon has not drawn for this particular run on the Punisher, considering he passed away. So it's going to be different inside. Obviously, the art's not going to be what we're used to for this series, but the writing's still good. It's your typical Punisher story. I mean, if you're a fan of Punisher, it's good to pick up. It's cool. By Becky Cloonan, girl writing Punisher. I think that's cool in itself. Department H. So this is by Matt Kindt and I believe his wife Charlene Kindt. Department H is like an underwater crime mystery. It's very cool. Matt Kindt actually did Mind MGMT, and he started another book a couple months ago called Ether. He's a great writer. The art is very cool, very abstract. It's I can show you guys the inside. It's very cool. Department H is one of my favorite series for sure. As you guys can see, the art is a little bit different than what we're used to in comic books, but again, very cool. Next up, we have Wonder Woman number 15 The Truth Part 1. So brand new arc starts for Wonder Woman. I believe they're done doing the back and forth with the year one and then back to present day. I think they're just sticking to present day now. So Wonder Woman number 15, check it out. And last up, we have Inhumans versus the X-Men number 3. This is a very cool series. I absolutely love this series. It's the Terrigen Mists have some sort of energy inside of them that is killing off mutants, but it also creates Inhumans. So it's beneficiary for the Inhumans, but it's very detrimental for the X-Men and mutants in general. So the X-Men are trying to get rid of these Terrigen Mists, but the Inhumans are trying to keep it. So it's kind of like a war between them, and it's going to be very interesting to see the conclusion of this series. And then obviously I believe this leads into those brand new X-Men Gold, X-Men Blue series that are going to be coming out. So we're finally getting some really cool X-Men stories. So it's good to see finally. Hopefully we see some Fantastic Four in the near future as well. So that's it, guys. That's my list for this week for my comic book haul. Go to your local comic book shop, support your comic book stores, and I will see you next